straight. Chip. From the to the. I got the world on my shoulders. So what you looking?
First clients too. That's just show love. That go back to the idea of supporting black businesses, bro. No matter what it is, nigga. I could have been selling food. Niggas support it. I could have went elsewhere. And together we did our thing.
Nah,
and that spot was real comfortable and all. Like, son.
Vibe and the energy was right. That's why I was like, nah. And you was working.
And they was wild.
We was up some nights. I had school. Niggas was up some nights. Niggas had me up. But we got through school though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be about that shit and still go to school. That's for the kids out there.
That's a fact. Cause
my son that shit.
I got my yo, cause that shit came up. That shit came up as a memory on my Facebook shit. Cause Manny.
Oh, you gotta tag me in that shit, bro. I need that.
Send that to you. I had brought like 16 beats from like original bangers there.
Fucking he was right there, son. Yeah, we used to go to the basement with P-Eazy. He was our engineer. He used to make the beats and all that. And that's when he was, like we saying, he was young. He's still young, you know what I'm saying? But we saw something inside of you. It was like, yo, if he could keep working, he gonna get to where he want to be, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not where everybody else wants you to be. It's what you want, you know what I mean? And you saw it in his eyes that he wanted this shit. Every time we walked in there,
y'all niggas always told me that though.
Making
always
beats.
Told me that. Made sure I knew, yo, keep working. Like
keep
you
working.
said, nigga, if you would have saw status talking about I'll stop.
I'm running down. I'm running down.
That's
It's not happening. It's not happening. Because one, it's not even just that you talented.
Welvin the Great shit and all that shit. Remember them niggas? Welvin the Great and all them dudes, like the special ed kids that was getting famous on Instagram.
They wasn't, first of all, that's not special ed kids, okay? Because there's nothing wrong with special ed. Those are special needs children.
Excuse the language.
Special needs. Obviously, they was born with some real problems.
But then that's when you start seeing, like we said, it weed out, because then you get the Shiggies and the Fat Boys, which are the good ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're good at what they do.
I actually met Shiggity, and he was very cool. He was sweet. He was
that nigga funny, like, just his face made me.
He was talking about my hair. He had me rolling, me and Method Man rolling. Oh my God, at the Rolling Loud concert.
You met Meth?
I
met Meth.
That's one of my favorite MCs.
2 weeks ago, right?
Man, he actually looks good. I think all of the Wolves look good, man. They took care of themselves, man.
To be at the age they are and everything they've been through in the game.
Meth looked like he looked like the same.
Love that.
He didn't age not a bit.
You know, I always used to throw him in my top 5, top 6 type shit. Like, it's just my personal shit. Like, that's my guy right there.
He's definitely dope.
They live good, man.
And he's a good person.
Yeah.
He has a dope personality. Like, he's still the same.
I've met them in Staten Island.
That New York
could just
shit,
be on the road, just walking down the street, and I tell you, them niggas just walk by you. Yo, what's good?
What's good, God?
About to go get a roll up. It's just regular for them, so. You know,
but you understand, they still human. Everybody, these people are still human. Like, you know, there's a little status. That's it. That's all it is. But other than that, you're still human. That's why I be telling cops, like, listen, don't act crazy, because that's just a badge. Once you take that uniform off, you're civilian back to civilian.
You ain't gonna talk to me crazy. Nah.
So I was rolling loud. How was?
It was a dope experience for me.
Yeah.
I actually met a lot of people. P. Diddy's son. It was dope. It was smoking. It was weed smoke everywhere. Like, I see why they call it Rolling Loud.
Yeah. It was by City Field, right?
Yeah, right next.
Yeah.
Right next
Damn. I was working.
Yeah, it was dope. It was very dope.
Listen, I'm getting up to
next year.
I couldn't stand for 2 days, bro.
I could do it.
I gotta rest the whole week.
Especially how they do it, right? It makes it where you're able, like, you want to stay there and just do whatever's happening.
And then the cops don't care. Like, you can smoke, drink, just live your life. Like,
yo, leave me alone.
They don't care. As long as you ain't fighting, harming somebody, that's it. You can do whatever you want.
Crazy shit was going on. Everybody was chilling.
It was beautiful.
Jay was there. CEO Jay was there.
Yeah, I know.
I missed all the good people earlier, though. I got there around 8. Because the Wolves got on around 8:30. So, I got there around 8. And then I'm backstage, and you have to, certain part, when it's hectic, you can't really getting to talk to like that. It's after when certain people perform, like that's when it calms down. Everybody starts sitting there eating and talking, smoking. Yeah, but when everybody's like trying to perform, make the line up, it's like everybody's rushing
I
to.
got an experience something like that. Like Rel was just telling me about Carnival. He was in Miami. Son, this nigga said like they got like the big ass beach. They had trucks like with the big platform in the back where it could be like parties, and each one was a different vibe, like a different theme. So
I really learned like doing my homework more. People don't do that shit. So with this Nick Cannon and Eminem shit, which I actually find interesting for the first time ever. I didn't care about it when Nick was married and
they first started.
And was lying.
Yeah.
I never believed him. Yeah, so Eminem shot at him first, right?
And like you talk about beginning
Recently.
I guess
You don't know neither?
I don't listen to Eminem, bro.
You don't listen to the other nigga where you would have heard of that neither, which is crazy.
I listen to Fat Joe.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
I didn't listen
to it?
I heard the album, but like I said,
You listen to the M shit?
I don't listen to that nigga, son. I'm sorry, like that track is good though, but
Did you listen to M? No. That track is good, but did
like
you
I
listen?
heard the track, but it's like I hear his words, but it's
you're
like
not-
I'm
you
not
start
putting
doing
it
something else?
together, and I'm like,
Start texting. your
no, I'm
phone.
listening, but I'm not listening.
You start texting and shit.
You know what I mean? Like, it's I'm playing the show. Because you know where I've been, like, I'm in a household. I was in a household.
You listen to the song.
I was in a household where my younger brother of 1 year, he's younger than me by 1 year. He listened. That's like his favorite MC, and I was a whole fan. So it's like, bro,
It's not even a whole
this nigga's ordinary. Like, he's regular. Nah, he making words rhyme with orange. Okay, like, but his body of work and what he's literally talking about is. All right, cool. You talking about killing your family. I really don't want to hear about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he's lyrical. Yes, he got wordplay and all this extra shit.
He got a few classic.
He got a few classic songs that I love.
Yeah.
His palms sweaty, knees weak, arms. That song is fire. That song is fire.
He ain't talking about throwing his baby moms in the trunk.
Exactly. If your career would have been that, like, versatile like that, cool. But most of it was about Kim and, you know what I mean? All right, whatever. Now, to get to what we talk about now, right?
Yeah.
I want you to finish your part, right? But I'm not as interested as
Yeah,
you
we
are.
just gonna. I just wanted to. You know, so it's cool, man. But
So that song that we just got was from a project.
that's a.
I don't know what that's saying, bro.
Slide the mic.
Come on.
Just talk, baby. Come on, man. It's a podcast. We live. It don't matter about all
Where
that
you go?
shit. We good. So that song right there, that's off a project.
Yeah,
Or that's just a Lucy.
that's the first single off of my album that's dropping, or EP. I haven't decided yet. In November, it's gonna be called Dopamine. It's dropping November 10th, I believe, and then it's the first one that just hit the people with right there. You know, so it's a dope ass album. I think they gonna enjoy this one.
So the album is done.
Almost. I just got maybe 2 more tracks that I'm putting together, but it's just
some touches.
complete.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's take it back. You know, let's just rewind a little bit with your time. You know what I'm saying? So, what made you want to get into music? Like, because everybody got their reason for something. Like, I wanted to get into music. You know what I mean? But I just didn't. I ain't have that skill, and I never wanted to disrespect the craft. So I found a way to get into the field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where I could sit down with somebody such as yourself and just be able to pick your brain and be able to give my 2 cents of what my ear hears. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So what made you, did you always want to be a rapper, or did you start like, I want to be a b-boy. I want to dance. I want to break dance, or I do graffiti. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What made you feel that? Because for me, I was walking down Gates and Marcy one day, like in the late 90s, and I just heard Hypnotize over some loudspeakers, and I was like, this the shit right here. And then I met Core, and it was just on from there. You know what I'm saying? It was over.
It's like, wait,
together.
hold on. I gotta take you back.
So what grabbed your?
Shit, man, and that's crazy because it's kind of the same thing. Like Biggie was one of the first artists that I heard because when I was younger, my mom's they was real strict. I couldn't really listen to music like that. So when I got with family, you know. And she just, I guess she was doing her thing, her me time. You know, you go stay with some relatives.
It's always the uncles and cousins.
Yeah, you know, and I'm cursing and all type of shit, tasting beer and wilding out with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they would have the P Rock and CL Smooth going, Big Daddy Kane, Biggie Smalls. This is before I even heard Jay. When I heard Jay, it was like, all right,
it's over.
And then and I used to write. Me and Scotty Good. We was rhyming since kids. Since we was 10, 11, 12 years old. I mean, we would fucking rap with our action figures when we was young. Like we used to fucking battle.
That's when you
with
know it's
figures.
a calling. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a kid, you play with toys. That's a distraction. But you working on your craft, not even knowing it. You know what I'm saying?
Know what you just doing it willingly.
That shit was second nature. So, I love storytelling. I listen to Big, and he inspired me. And I used to write for cats for a little while, and he wasn't doing nothing with it. And I signed paperwork, so I can't even like say any names.
About it.
I got a little bit of bread for it.
Yeah.
And that was cool. And then I met my manager at about 2016. I met my manager that I'm working with now. I had a bunch of shit on SoundCloud. He was like, bro, you need to stop playing and just...
You found somebody that believe in you.
Yeah.
So now
put
he
the
working
battery.
with you. Yeah. He pushing you now. That's funny you said that shit about Big. We put him right there.
Yeah. I mean...
Like, they ain't even blow up yet. You know what I'm saying? Man. People don't even know, like, the world don't even know about him yet. Like, they're gonna know about him.
Yeah.
But, like, people don't even realize that, like, their favorite artist started, like, at the bottom. There was a point when nobody knew Drake.
Yeah. And he was on some...
He was on
some platform like this in Toronto.
Exactly. Doing working
his way up. And you could go back to that and be like, wow, look.
But people don't really realize that, you know what I'm saying? But
that's like I tend to compare ourselves to I don't know, maybe because you said you were a little young, you know what I'm saying? But you're a historian, Stretch and Babito.
Stretch
and Babito show, you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists that was on there.
My favorite rapper of all time, Nas. I remember one of his shows, man. He killed it with a freestyle. He killed it with a freestyle.
Jay and Big L, you know what I'm saying? Big Pun, you know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
They wasn't right here.
Right.
They was like,
you gotta start. That's what I'm saying.
So that's, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying.
I love that feeling.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, people see, someone like LXT and they're like, whatever. You don't even notice yet what the potential that he's got.
Yeah, like I said,
what he's gonna become. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, countless times in that episode with the interview with him, the first time I met him and the first time I heard any kind of sound effect from him, any kind of vibration of sound from him, I was like, he's got it.
If you watch his first interview here with us, you see it. You see him look at me like, and I'm like, yo, listen, man.
Nah, he's got
he got Manny with him.
He got an order.
Like,
shout out to Manny, yo. Shout out to Manny Wave. That's another one. That's another one right there that I got the pleasure of knowing, because he's another young, talented.
Remind me of Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, like his style. You know what I'm saying?
Young minority kids, I love it. You know what I mean? Kids of color. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing that shit.
Kid, yo, I'm saying like Manny, LXD. There's other artists that we fuck with. They're all talented, bro. They got mad. Whether you're recording the video, you producing, you're mixing, or you rapping. A lot of talent out here, bro.
Well, I mean, that's the goal. What we're trying to do is create. Fuck trying. What we're doing is creating a sense of longevity. You know, the only way to make something of yours come to life is to build it, and without the different people that are included in building the bigger picture, it wouldn't be built.
Yeah.
You know, we need that. We got to connect.
That's why I've been using this
dots.
phrase. I like to connect with people that are creating their own world.
Right.
And I feel like I'm creating my own world. And when, like, my apologies for not making your show last night. You know what I'm saying? But
look, baby, don't worry
this
about
nigga
that.
always have shows in Long Island and shit. I'd be scared to travel out there alone.
Trains right there. It was, you know, I got it right.
So,
you know, but yeah, we had the show last night.
How was
on
it?
TV. It was good. We had a good event. We celebrated Easy Mo B's birthday.
Dope.
So
shout out
we was
Easy,
with the
man.
goat,
He
yeah.
showed us love when he pulled up to the 5 spot this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mo B's
For
been
big joint. So
he's been putting work in, man.
And it's crazy because I don't think he realized how much me and Notch just appreciated that.
that's a fact.
It's cool just being around and being in the back and seeing all the people that go to him to talk to him about the shit like that. And it's like he know without even you telling, because it's just like it's so prevalent to and I want to see how at the end of our days, you know, when we after the work we've put in, to get that reciprocation of energy from the people that we've touched, you know, because that's what it's about. That's leaving a legacy behind. And
How many people you help? Yeah.
Hey, how many people you help? That's why we had this conversation about Nick. You know, with the comment that the individual said about, what defines a legend, right? What you said? Right? Was that what you said?
Yeah.
So, you know, we spoke on that. We talked about, you know, the impact that they leave on a person's life.
Yeah.
And that to me is it's always been what it's about. Like we were born into this world, this dimension that we in, and it's like, all right, we're here. What do we do with this time? And if you are open enough to tap into yourself and figure out what that is, and decide to walk in that light and do that, you can build it with hard work and dedication and not giving up on yourself, because only you can make it happen for yourself.
Yeah.
That's the only way. You could be handed situations, and at the end of the day, you got to take these things and learn from them and continue to build. We didn't have things like this growing up.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all this.
We didn't have this.
He younger than both of us.
Yeah.
But this why we come to the studio, you know what I'm saying? I respect his work ethic, first of all.
I appreciate
Day
you, man.
one.
Second of all, I respect his attitude. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not a negative word. Attitude could mean a good thing too, you know what I'm saying? His attitude towards shit is always glass half full.
Yeah, we got
This
you.
is mine.
So if your energy is some type of way, he'll change your energy. You know what I'm saying? If you coming towards him in some type of energy, he'll be like, I understand yours, but peep this. And it's like, it's a talking thing. So that's why we're here. That's why we merged Dricanhippie, the Don Coin Dricanhippie show with House of Fire, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That also goes along with shout out to Grease, you know what I mean?
Yeah, activities.
He should have been here, but
salute.
fuck that nigga. You know what I mean? He'll see this.
As to where we both performed, and I felt her off top, and she told me when I interviewed her that she really was intimidated to come up to me and tell me I was dope. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, why? And she said, just because of my energy and the presence and, you know, the shit I spit. I'm chopping heads off there. So
Speaking of y'all doing interviews, y'all interviewed our brother. Scotty.
Scotty good. My little brother. Isn't that intricately unique? Nah, see, Bottle Life Quest, that's my little brother, man. I knew that kid since forever, since before he had hair on his face. I knew him for a real long time.
He was telling me.
He
battled Sunday.
Right. He told me he got a battle coming up Sunday.
Battle Sunday.
Yeah, it was a cool interview until he got bottle faced neck.
Oh, that's normal.
I'm not gonna sit here and call him half the fucking names I'll be calling him.
That's normal
on the block.
That's Scott.
But that's my dude, son. Like,
if he ain't drunk, something.
But I think like the real always gonna cream to the top. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah, and I feel like it's happening now because with the social media shit, like you said, you don't like it because it's Joe, is Harry, everybody coming out the world.
Yeah, everybody. Like people that just really talented. They just want some money.
Some attention.
And it started with all
clout.
that.
And people,
Welvin the Great shit and all that shit. Remember them niggas? Welvin the Great and all them dudes, like the special ed kids.
Slide the mic.
Just talk, baby. Come on, man. It's a podcast. We love. It don't matter about all
Where you
that
go?
shit. We good. So that song right there, that's off a project?
Yeah.
Or that's just a Lucy?
That's the first single off of my album that's dropping.
Up straight, some people will look at you from the side and okay, young man, head nod. Some people won't say shit right then and there because they don't know how to approach you. Nah, so I found, that's all day. That's the first and foremost. I'll just not even mention that bullshit. But you know, people wait because they don't necessarily know how to approach you. Like even when I had I interviewed Fever Morefire. Shout out Fever Morefire. She said it herself. Like when we first met, it was at industry mix-up.
The Vandal Hour.
What?
The Vandal Hour?
Yeah, when I interviewed on thanks for that. Plug my show.
Shout out to the Vandal Hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my show, and I didn't even
That's
say. Plug my show, the Vandal Hour, most Saturdays.
Saturdays here and there. You know?
Yeah, just.
I'm with.
You know what's crazy?
People,
you never know.
saying?
You never know.
So-
Sometimes you never know what you're capable of until other people come around and tell you. You know,
And give you a boost.
Yeah, and I've had people tell me like, there's been days I feel down and I doubt myself every now and then. I'm like, yo, is this for me? Because it gets rough. Yo, is music management for me? Is the music business for me and shit like that? Because there's a lot of shit I want to do in music business.
Yeah.
Like I want to start my own management company. You know, I want to have a roster of artists.
Yeah.
You know, I want to start my own merchandise. I want to have my own studio, my own in-house studio. There's a lot of shit I want to do with music.
Yeah.
You know, like entrepreneur shit. You know. And
that's why you should be in front of the camera, like he made me realize.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself out there.
Yeah.
You have to put yourself.
Nah,
out
you do.
there.
And honestly, no joke, this is the first time ever that I'm doing like an interview on
This
me.
your first interview?
Yeah. Yeah, nah, facts.
My guy.
Facts.
Take my hand.
Facts.
We get a lot of firsts here, you know what I'm saying?
Because I'm always the one. Yo,
man.
shout out to you guys, man. You guys are really.
Shout out.
Thank God,
shout
bro.
out to y'all, man. Y'all make what we doing here and what he envisioned. Because it's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me. My vision and things I want to do. It works with this because I get to have conversation with gentlemen like you.
Yes.
Nah, thank you. I appreciate
get
that.
to meet
I appreciate
artists like Alex.
Yes, you're a testament.
I'm not even
Young,
trying
yo.
to be like, yo, I
Y'all,
want to
you know what's crazy?
Y'all a testament to what this show was made for.
And you know what's
That's a
crazy?
fact.
Like,